So we've got some pretty significant and very interesting reveals for Into the Inklands, including 3 legendaries. The first one I want to go over is the new Ruby Hydra. This is a 6-costed uninkable 6/5 character that quests for 2, and it has the ability Watch the Teeth, which states that if this character takes any damage, you can deal that same amount of damage to a chosen opposing character. Immediately what comes to mind is something like Teeth and Ambitions. Let's say on turn 6 you drop this card and then you sing Teeth and Ambitions with one of your other characters. You put 2 damage onto this. Teeth and Ambitions will deal 2 damage to whatever you want, and then because this card got 2 damage, you can deal an additional 2 damage to one of your opponent's chosen characters. That means Teeth and Ambitions can essentially be dealing 4 damage in combination with this card. Of course, if this card ends up surviving for the turn that you drop it, on the next turn, if you're able to challenge something and you take, let's say, 3 points of damage on this card while you take out an opponent's threat, you're able to deal an additional 3 points of damage to another opponent's chosen character, or even the same one that you tried to take out with this card. Maybe you ran this into like a, let's say, Surfer Stitch, right? And you took 4 points of damage. You can deal another 4 points of damage to that same Surfer Stitch, which would deal a total of 10 damage, 6 from the Hydra, 4 from the damage that you take from the Surfer Stitch, dealing 10 points of damage total to Surfer Stitch, taking it out, right? I'm just throwing out an example, but it does seem like it could be an interesting card. I'm not sure if it'll be 2 meta relevant yet, but yeah, definitely an interesting card. The next thing I want to look at is the new rare location, which looks very, very powerful. It might be the best location to date in my opinion. It is a rare out of Amethyst, no surprise there. A 4-costed inkable location, the Queen's Castle Mirror Chamber, kind of giving you vibes of, the first chapter's Magic Mirror, the 2-cost uninkable item that you can pay 4 to draw a card, or 4 and exert to draw a card. This card has 7 toughness, which means it can survive a Maui. If you play this on turn 4 and your opponent goes to turn 5 and they're like Maui, they would need Maui plus another character to immediately take this card out. And it only costs 1 in order for you to move a character here. But what's really significant is the ability, obviously, that's why you're playing it, using the mirror. At the start of your turn, for each character you have here, you may draw a card. If this card goes unanswered for a few turns and you're able to build up like even just 1, but 2 or more characters, like the card advantage you can generate off this is absolutely insane. This card looks to be extremely powerful. Not only that, it also gets you 2 lore at the start of your turn, which is just wild. The amount of advantage that this card can generate is just wow, in my opinion. Immediately what comes to mind is just like, again, so many combos. The Jim Hawkins from Ruby. So again, Ruby Amethyst. You play Jim Hawkins, you get to play this card for free if you have it in your hand. You move Jim Hawkins there right away. That's an instant draw 2 at the start of your next turn. Who needs a Beast Tragic Hero after all? In something like Amethyst Steel, you can play the Map of Treasure Planet on turn 3, play this on turn 4, and then Map of Treasure Planet allows you to move, let's say, your 1-drop and 2-drop that you played earlier to this location for free. And then again, on turn 4, this is likely going unanswered, which means you're probably going to draw 2 to 3 cards at the start of your next turn. Absolutely wild. And speaking of Steel Amethyst, we have what, in my opinion, the most exciting reveal of the week, and that is the new Amethyst Legendary, which can combo very well with Steel, and that is the new Legendary Jafar. This card's artwork is off the charts insane. Huge shout outs to, I think that's Nicola. The text is a little small there, but I think it says Nicola. This artwork looks amazing, in my opinion. Jafar striking Illusionist, the new legendary 4 Amethyst, 7-cost inkable, which is very relevant. It means that this card shoots up in terms of its potential playability. It is a 4/5, which is a decent stat line for costing 7, that has evasive. Very relevant. Shifts for 5. So again, thinking about Steel, you have that 2-cost Jafar. You can shift this on turn 5. On top of that, you can play the Jafar Dreadnought on turn 4 and then shift this on top of the Jafar Dreadnought if you wanted to. Like, there's just lots of possibilities. You can like shift upon shift upon shift. But what's really significant, obviously, is its ability. Like, yes, it quests for 1, that's not too relevant, but power beyond measure. And indeed it is power beyond measure, because during your turn, while this character is exerted, whenever you draw a card, gain 1 lore. So the immediate combo that comes to mind with Steel Amethyst is you shift this out on turn 5, and then you sing a whole new world with this card. You draw 7 cards. This is exerted because you sung Whole New World, and then after you exert it to sing, then you draw your cards. You gain 7 lore right away. Yeah, that's like potentially game breaking in my opinion, or game ending. Absolutely wild combo. But yeah, this Jafar I think will be very interesting to test out, and it's hard to say that it won't be meta relevant because it does look very very good. I think it will be meta relevant for sure. It's just like anything that draws you cards, and like the fact that it can have immediate impact on shift, like it makes it more relevant than things like the fairy godmother that we saw in like Rise of the Floodborn. But anyways, moving on to the final significant reveal of the day, in my opinion, and that is the new Emerald Legendary Ursula, Deceiver of All, a 3-costed character that is inkable. So again, really nice to see these inkable cards. Makes their playability go way, way up. It is a 2/3 body, which doesn't seem too significant, but the ability, what a deal. Man, they're really naming these abilities like after stuff that is really relevant, because what a deal this is. Whenever this character sings a song, you may play that song again from your discard for free, then put it on the bottom of your deck. So, like, again, my mind is just racing with the possibilities. Of course, what comes to mind as the best 3-costed song in the game right now, in my opinion, Friends on the Other Side. You sing Friends with this, you draw 2, you play it again for free, you draw 2, you just went like +4, right? Or whatever, +3 off of a Friends. And yes, you did sing it with the Ursula, but then the Friends, instead of going to your discard, goes to the bottom of your deck. If you play anything that shuffles your deck, like Magic Brooms, Yzmas, etc. on Amethyst, you know, that Friends on the Other Side will be coming up again probably very, very soon, considering you probably play 4 copies. So just, again, the potential of this card just seems absolutely insane. Think about like Emerald Steel. You can play something like Let the Storm Rage On, which deals 4 damage essentially now and draws you 2 cards. Like, that is just insane to me that's now a possibility. Strength of the Raging Fire, right? Just deal a whole bunch of damage. I can't even think of all the color combinations. Playing Bippity Boppity Boo twice for free, right? Like, it's just, wow. Really, really powerful legendaries that are bound to shake up the meta for sure, in my opinion. And again, these are just like off the top of my head. I'm sure you guys will be able to cook up even better combos, and we will definitely see better combos as the days drag on, as we wait for the release of Into the Inklands. But yeah, that's going to do it for the reveals for today. Pretty exciting video, pretty exciting reveals in my opinion. And again, if you want to see a box opening, I will be doing that on February 23rd, as I have a booster box coming in. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you made it this far, thank you again for watching. Hopefully you're subscribed to see that new content as it comes out. But yeah, Quantum is out.